All right, guys. Wow. Welcome in to Slaughterhouse Sports. It's Spencer G here. What a football game. What a moment today in Yankees Stadium. Nebraska ends up beating Boston College by a score of 20-15. I almost have my voice back. I'm doing a lot better than I was even a couple of days ago. But this video isn't about me whatsoever. This is about Nebraska football. This is about the importance of bowl games. And if you're not a college football fan, you just think that these guys are playing in glorified exhibition games. You've heard all about the transfer portal, coaches, players leaving. This game doesn't matter. If you're not in the playoffs, it doesn't matter. We got to fix bowl games. The guys are just getting paid. They don't care. They're just getting ready for the NFL. These are exhibitions. Who the heck cares? At random cities, the Pop-Tart Bowl, the Quicken Loans Bowl. Who that couldn't be further from the truth. That's a pile of BS. And as a longtime college football fan, I fight against that notion. And today's game was more evidence that these bowl games matter a heck of a lot. And if you watch that game and see a 6-year senior in Rahmir Johnson that has given everything to this football program at Nebraska, a guy who's been benched multiple times, a guy who easily could have hit the transfer portal at numerous points in his career, at 5 or 6 points in his career, coaching changes, 3-9 seasons, offensive coordinator changes, head coaching changes. Rahmir Johnson's seen it all, and he's unwavered in his love for Nebraska, for the program. All right? Rahmir Johnson needs to be celebrated. And here in his home city of New York, he gets a bowl game. And on 4th and 1, with Boston College charging back, Nebraska hands the ball right to Rahmir Johnson on a dive strong play. And Rahmir Johnson surges to the line, breaks through the line of scrimmage, gets the first down, carries defenders another 5 yards, and they ice the game on a Rahmir Johnson run. And the confetti falls down in a sloggy, rainy, cold New York City Yankees Stadium. The fans in the bleachers are going nuts. Dylan Raiola, this 5-star pampered kid who changes high schools all the time, who's going to enter the transfer portal, who's going to leave Nebraska, right? He just cares about NFL. He doesn't care about a 6-6 bowl game. You know what Dylan Raiola is doing today? He's running around the field like he just won the damn lottery. Running around the field, pumping up the crowd. A huge embrace with Coach Rhule after they win the Pinstripe Bowl. The confetti on Matt Rhule, he is literally having green confetti rain down on him. The players are sliding on the field in the rain. That is the essence of football. That's the essence of freaking life. When you're a cold weather kid and it's snowing, or it's, you know what, you don't even have to be cold weather, or it's raining and you're in middle school and it starts to rain. Those are the most fun games because it's tackle football. You're sliding, you're hitting your friends. It's a slog fest. It's ugly. That's the essence of playing the game of football. That's the essence, you know, when it's tough to hold on to the ball, it's slippery. You're tackling, you're sliding. It's a mess, but it was a beautiful mess. And Nebraska goes on to beat Boston College after a Brian Buschini punt that gets blocked, and every single person, I don't care if you've watched 2 Nebraska games, They all go, oh my God, oh no, here we go again. 20 to 15, 4 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. It's a damn eternity out there. Boston College is going to come and beat Nebraska. Nebraska is going to be snake bit again. Nebraska, the demon of the one-score loss, the demon of terrible special teams play. Suddenly, Boston College throws on their black and yellow Iowa Hawkeye shirt. Suddenly, they're the Hawkeyes again. And Nebraska has this demon. But then you know what happened? Dana Holgorsen calls a good game today. Fedoni and Nebraska gets a couple of breaks. Fedoni. Ball's thrown to him on a nice call to start the drive off. Fedoni dang near catches and bobbles the ball. If it was going to be reviewed again, truth be told, it really could have been an incomplete pass. 15-yard gain. Nebraska wisely snaps it quick. Okay? It could have been a catch and a fumble. It could have been. Nebraska, though, it was like... I don't know. It could have been very well an incomplete pass. So Nebraska, again, getting a couple of breaks. Then Dylan Raiola, this is the key part of the game. This is cinema. This is absolute cinema. You guys can watch the Sunday game. You can watch them play 18 games in 4 different continents on all the streaming sites. You guys can watch a bunch of blowouts and a bunch of guys tank it the rest of the year, okay? And see these guys play 18 regular season games. But I'm about the college game. I'm about Rahmir Johnson, tears of joy, Nebraska winning. But anyway, back to the game. Thomas Fedoni, catch, fumble. They don't mark it down. Then Dylan Raiola takes off, slides, gets hit on the shoulder. Very well could have been a play on. Instead, Dylan Raiola wisely gets up, gets in the guy's face, says, you're not going to do that to me. You're not going to hit me like that. Dylan Raiola has edge. He has swagger. He's not a cookie-cutter quarterback. He's not a pampered 5-star quarterback. He cares about Nebraska, and guess what? If you're a Nebraska fan, you love Dylan, and if you're not a Nebraska fan, you'll think he's cocky, arrogant, running around the field, dancing around. I freaking love it. Dylan Raiola is authentically himself. He's a lineman in a quarterback's body. He cared about winning this game just like everybody else. And I hope that Dylan stays that way. Maybe he's a freshman. Okay, maybe he's younger. I hope he still has that love for football. And I don't want people telling him what's important. Oh, a 6-6 game. You should be competing for the playoff. You should be getting ready to be an NFL quarterback. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Who gives a flying F what's next? You got to enjoy today. And that's what Nebraska did. Dylan Raiola gets up, talking absolute you-know-what to Boston College players. Bill Obrien going absolutely nuts on the refs. It was great. It was a battle. These teams cared. It was great football. It was cinema today. And then Nebraska with Rahmir Johnson, then they run the football with Emmett and Rahmir. The 4-minute drill that I've been asking them to do for so long, they execute it. Victory formation. Confetti falls. They beat Boston College. They win a close game massively. Confetti falls. A bowl victory for Nebraska, a tangible step of not only making it to a bowl game, but winning a tightly contested one-score bowl game. This matters. Bowl games matter. I saw USC Texas A&M yesterday. It was great. I saw Pittsburgh Toledo. This is awesome. All right? If you're a college football fan, you don't need to be spoiled with NFL or a freaking blowout in a college football playoff that freaking sucks on TNT. You don't have to watch that garbage. You can watch bowl games. And it was so damn good, guys. Today's game was so freaking good. It meant so much to Nebraska. If you don't feel for Rahmir Johnson in his hometown in his last ever football game ever, guy's probably not going to play in the NFL. This was Rahmir's his last stand. a guy who's not going to play in the NFL, which is a majority of college kids. And to see him in his hometown get the game-winning carry, score a touchdown, get mobbed post-game interview, confetti, his coach hugs him. That's why I would coach college football. And that's why, like in the NFL, if you go on to win a game at the last game of the season and you're 6-10, it doesn't mean crap. But for Matt Rhule, Rahmir Johnson, those relationships, like you could tell these players love Matt Rhule. I love seeing it because with Dylan Raiola, all of the clutter that was filled in about, is he going to transfer? Does he really love Nebraska? We got that all answered. And also, are these kids going to care about this bowl game because the adults are saying, oh, that they should just, that it doesn't matter. They should tank, that people are entering the portal, that bowl games don't mean you know what. Guys, bowl games are still great. These kids are in college. These kids are young people. And in a way, it's great that they're young because they could keep that young blissfulness to them about their personality. And they don't have to read the talking heads. And they're just out there competing and playing the game. The game is pure. The Big 12, in fact, is pure. A lot of college football, probably 75-80% of it's pure. Now, the top programs, it's turned into a professional league, and they get a lot of the attention. But a lot of these bowl games, like TCU, La Tech, or you have like Syracuse, Washington State, even Toledo, Pittsburgh, a lot of it is still college football, and it's still pretty damn pure. And today's game was pure. So let me know if you felt the same kind of emotion, the same kind of meaning that I took from this game. Let me know about it.